On this episode of Pure Blues and BS, we got an explosive episode. Things are going to be unboxed. Things are going to be revealed. There were a lot of teases left at the end of last week, and we're going to get to all of them. So sit back, enjoy. It's a full house of people. And hey, we're finally going to get to try the Spicy Pickle Beer. Is it any good? Just you wait. This is a great time. You're in a good place. Welcome to the show.
Blues and V-Mark Kidder. Pour a cold beverage, pull up a seat, enjoy time with friends.
Triple B! Well, the Triple B sucks. Okay? Come on.
Whatever, man. This is Beer, Blues, and BS. Online at beerbluesbs.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beer, Blues, and BS, the podcast that goes tick, tick, boom. I am your host, the living embodiment of Charlie Brown, Howard Blues, here, as always, with my co-host, the man, the myth, the legend, the Mark Kidder. Kidder, how you doing tonight?
That's a throwback. Jesus. Yes.
Last week's episode ended with everybody holding a grenade. It just seemed like that made sense to,
What?
Show's already off the rails, folks. You're welcome.
This is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Yeah. I'm still nursing this thing from last week. That's how bad this thing sucks.
Well,
you're welcome, Kidder.
While you're doing that, allow me to introduce our other guest host for tonight. He's already made some appearances on the cam and the multicam. That's right, everybody. The Triple B Armorer, JS Gunslinger, is here once again, working on guns. How you doing, JS?
Wonderful. Jay got the old gas block off the competition rifle. Went to put the new one on. I'm missing a gas block, or not a gas block, but a gas tube. I'll have to get a gas tube tomorrow. But so I got a new toy out.
It's taking you over a week to get there. That's terrible.
I know. There's places in town, man. Should have ordered it online. Should have got a China special.
You would have had it yesterday.
But I got a throwback out tonight. This is the Smith & Wesson 5906. This is the gun that I went through a training with that took me 14 weeks of my life. And I was happy to say that I won that training.
Of course you did.
My name is still on the wall for that one. Yeah. Anyways.
Is that the 9?
Yes. So this is the old version. This is the old double single action that they used to use when they did said trainings.
I used to have one of those as well.
Yeah. It's a good time. 9mm.
And
9mm.
That voice who popped in, or if you saw, we haven't
Rude
yet, but he's here. It is the Triple B Brewmaster, the local geek. How are you doing tonight?
Not doing too bad. Brought my little grenade with me to talk about later. So,
oh, good. Now we're really getting shadow banned for that.
We'll get some spicy content here in a little bit too.
Spoilers, man! Don't give that away. Right off.
Oh, you're talking about like teasers, like what's in the box?
You have a box. I got a bag. Local Geeks. There's all sorts of things that are going to be opened tonight. There's all sorts of interesting things. We have a celebratory beer in what's on tap, so look forward to that as I stall so that Kidder has more time to get rid and finish that beer that he is still nursing from last week.
Listen, it's an extra 0.9 fluid ounces on top of the 1 pint that's already bad enough for this. Like, this could have been in a 12-ounce can.
I listen. Your poor planning is, your own damn fault. That's how I view it.
Oh, Oh,
You
it's
can do it,
terrible at
kidder.
the end. It's terrible at the end. Oh
Look,
my
You know,
God, that was bad.
All of you at home,
I,
look forward. The rest of us will be drinking that one soon.
should I
It's
Oh,
like
that's
paint
nuts.
thinner on my tongue, and it doesn't go away.
should I show us something that I guarantee will get us the strike?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll put it back in the safe.
It's only a striker fire. It's fine.
Technically this one's hammer fire, but the little
Oh.
thing I put back there probably would have gotten us one.
I mean, if anything, I was going to have to censor it. And we do not need to make more editing work for future Howard. That's the truth of it. So anyway, let's move to something, far less destructive. And that is everybody's favorite segment on this show. And that is What's on Tap. And gentlemen, we have a celebratory beer for us to drink. This was something I picked up and threw into the boxes for IPA Appreciation Month because we've had a version of this on the show. It's time for us to have its kind of bigger brother, but it is from the Distill Brewery. It is the Spicy Pickle Sour Beer made with Sucker Punch pickle brine. But this is the spicy version. We've had the regular version on the show. This time we're stepping it up. The description on here, the tart, citrusy flavors of a distilled ghost ale combined with Sucker Punch spicy garlic pickle brine to create a flavor experience that hits your taste buds with a wallop. Cheers. It is 5.5% alcohol by volume. Gentlemen, the last time that we had a pickle beer on this show, if I recall, JS loved it. Local Geek and I were like, yeah, that's pretty good. And Kidder was absolutely not a fan, if I recall correctly. So, it's got a nice pickle aroma. So I cracked mine. I have been waiting since I saw this. I actually had these before I had the IPAs for IPA Appreciation Month. So
I just got a little on my nose.
Heavy out of the jar.
yeah, giving it a try.
Oh, that's good.
Mm.
I like that.
That's way better than those spicy pickle chips we had the other day.
Yeah, I was not impressed with those chips. I really wasn't.
It's not bad. I think I like the other one better. If I'm being honest.
This one tastes like my wife's pickle brine. Like tastes like the pickle brine. It really does.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't get a lot of the spicy flavor. Like I can feel the heat in my mouth, but I don't taste the spicy flavor.
I feel the heartburn coming already, or not heartburn, but acid reflux.
Yeah, it's not bad. I wish it had a little bit more pickle flavor, but it's not bad. As I said, I think I like the other one better, but it's okay. It's okay.
I did note on the can it says something about spicy garlic too. I was hoping for a little more garlicky flavor off of it. I love garlic, so.
Anti-vampire. That's racist.
I'm not a vampire, so. You said
Anti-vampire.
I might have to go out and find myself a 6-pack of this. I think my wife would actually really like this too.
Well, I can tell you, it's pretty easy to find. I have found it both in Captain Jack's Liquorland. I've also found it up at the North Cashwise in their liquor section, and I'm pretty sure at that other place that's over on the far east side of town, you can find it as well.
Willikers?
Yeah, sure.
You said the other two. You might as well say the name of that one.
I think he just does it to torment you, Kidder.
Maybe.
I don't know the rules, Kidder, because sometimes I say the name of a place and you're like, whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
And so sometimes then I try to back off, and you just blurt it out. So I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. I'm just flying by my seat of my pants on what I name and shout out. So
and Captain Jack's even said like the full name for. So
I did.
Yeah.
Although I'm not going to lie, I had to sit there for the briefest a second ago. Is it Captain Jack's or Captain Morgan's?
Time to cut you off.
Yeah,
Howard's
check
done.
please.
Howard's done.
Yes.
So, I have been holding on to this box for probably a couple of weeks because it was right after our last show that this showed up. And it's been driving my wife nuts because she's like, "What's in the box?" I'm like, "You'll have to see." And she's like, "Tell me." I'm like, "No, it's a surprise." She's like, "Just open it and tape it." I'm like, "No, that's not how this works. We can't do that."
Authenticity.
And so I got a special package in the mail from Metallica. What could it be?
Kidder, I almost sent you a video I saw this week of some girl fashionista who was like, "I really like these metallic shirts." She's like, "I see them everywhere." She's like, "I keep buying them. They're great." They're all Metallica shirts. She kept dropping the A, and so she thought they were metallic shirts. So she liked the Metallica like name kind of logo. Yeah.
Maybe they were metallic shirts because they were knockoffs from China.
I no, they were actually authentic Metallica shirts. She didn't realize they were a band.
Well, I'm sure she's one of those many people who loves the look but has no idea.
Exactly. Anyway, what you got there, Kidder? I see it's glass.
What's in the box, Kidder? What do you got
I
in
see
the
it's
box?
fragile.
What's in the box?
Make
In the
sure
box,
you
Kidder?
handle
What's in
it
the
with
box?
care.
What's in the box,
That's-
Kidder? Show what's in the
That's
box. I wanna see the box.
fragile.
Come on, Kidder. We wanna see what's in the
It's
box.
Italian.
What you got in the box, Kidder? We want to see.
Gotta cut the tape because there's no cheating here.
I like how Local Geek stuck very well to character and did not join in with me and JS on that one.
Oh, I was gonna do the fragile, and then somebody else, Kidder, took it from me.
Sorry. That's a good knife. That's not even a knife anymore. That's just gonna screw you up.
You
That's
call
not
that
a
a
knife.
I was gonna say that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Crocky's got a knife. So yeah, look at this. This is good packaging here with the bubble wrap. Very good. Again, would have ruined the authenticity on this had I opened it before.
Now we get all that ASMR of you opening it with the bubble wrap.
Ooh.
You ready? You ready?
Oh.
Oh, that's
I love it.
that's getting me going, Kidder. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, you got it. Listen to this.
Is that an electric toothbrush, Jazz?
Maybe.
Make
It
sure you
works.
brush. Make sure you brush your gums.
It works really well.
Can you
I
put that
swear I
up to
didn't
the? Can you put that up to your microphone real quick so we can get that?
There we go. There you
I didn't steal my wife's toothbrush and use it for cleaning guns. You know,
You know, all this really kind of tells me is that we need to make it like a secondary YouTube channel that all it is like bad ASMR. not the satisfying sounds, it's the annoying sounds.
You know, you
if
can
I
do a
want
whole
that
set of
because
shorts
that-
of those.
That channel's gonna be way more popular than this one ever will. So
Right. We make that channel to fund this channel.
now you're on to something.
all right, here it comes.
It's in a box, Kidder.
It seems to be a picture of something.
It's out of the box.
I wish it was like Howard's Cave of Wonder, but it's not. We really got to update the logo on those stickers. The logo has changed.
Has it?
Slightly. I got a little better at Photoshop between my making that one and such. So if you've checked out any of the new error episodes of that, you'll see the new logo. I'm trying to stall for you, Kidder. I didn't realize this was going to be a 20-minute process for you to open this box.
This is an unboxing and a surprise. It's a reveal, okay? This is authentic. And had it not been authentic, then, it wouldn't have been authentic. So, here we go. The full reveal. Metallica has sent me this.
Wow.
Very cool.
There you go. Look at that. How about that, Howard?
Kidder, I have some bad news for you.
Now what?
Looking behind you, you have no available wall space to hang that, so it's in the background of the Triple B.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I bet you he finds space.
I know, but that means he's got to rearrange all that other stuff. Like, it's a domino effect. If you are one of our audio listeners and you have never seen the Mark Kidder Museum, which is what I call his backdrop, like he has like every like inch of it covered, which means that if he's going to put that in a spot so that it has a prominent place as part of his backdrop for the Triple B, it means he's got to move things. And it's one of those, it's a chain reaction. He moves one thing, then another thing has to move, and then another thing. And it's a whole domino effect.
Meanwhile, I have all this.
I know.
It's kind of like when I come over and every time he's not looking, I move something.
Oh, you do that too? I rearrange his DVDs all the time. His series are completely out of order. He doesn't know it.
Oh, I do. It's just there's time.
Every chance I get, something moves.
It'll come back around. Don't worry.
You've seen my organization. Good fucking luck.
No, that's pretty cool, Kidder. That is a pretty awesome piece.
I will agree. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very unique, right?
Mm-hmm. Very.
Yeah.
How did you go about obtaining that? There, Kidder.
Well, there are certain perks to being not only the man, the myth, legend, but there are also perks to being, shall we say, the #1 per capita active rock radio show host for over 2 years
the afternoon
running.
segment for the nation.
Wow. Settle down, JS. I've known Kidder for years, and I don't even cite his credentials like that.
Not gonna lie, I have been listening to the Killer Kidder show.
The current version on 96.5 The Walleye?
Actually, the one I've been listening to, I got with the times. I dropped the old glitchy Space app, and I got the Spotify. So I've been listening to us on the Spotify. Actually, listening to Kidder playlist on the Spotify. And,
My personally curated list there, huh? What do you think?
It's not bad at all. I am not disappointed with the music that is on there.
It's not too terrible. It
could always be worse, but probably could be better.
It could use some more Johnny Cash. Just saying.
Wrong playlist.
It could use some more Johnny Cash, maybe a little bit of Hank.
Yeah,
But,
I appreciate it. Still the wrong playlist. And there actually is Johnny Cash song on there. That was a cover.
There is a cover of Johnny Cash, but it is not the same. It is
Folsom
not.
Prison Blues by Royal Bliss.
I figured it was. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I figured it was Ring of Fire. There's a metal band or something that did Ring of Fire too.
I'm not gonna lie. When Kidder started, like the whole like, believe it or not, I was ready for the Killer Kidders Country, playlist.
No,
10,000 hours of the greatest country songs of all time.
No, because there are none. Okay, how about that?
I know.
There would definitely be some Johnny Cash and some Hank on there if there was.
Actually, I'm kind of wondering if I may have Garth Brooks in the list, and I don't remember.
Look at that. I haven't gotten that far yet. I would recognize that one as soon as it started playing. But I have not heard that as of yet.
I said May. I'm not sure. I've been curating that list since 2017, so I'm not sure anymore.
You don't remember every single song and the order that it's in?
No, because there's only as of this recording. Oh yeah, I got to add a couple more on here. There's only 8,295 songs in the playlist.
That's nothing. You should know every one of them.
And that equates to 596 hours and 31 minutes of playtime.
I was off. Look at that. We got another rifle that's mostly clean.
Hey, speaking of country and such, this one for JS, who's probably our resident country expert. I'm currently painting, as we've been recording this week. I have this really kind of cool. He's a robot with 6 hands and therefore 6 guns, but he's got a cowboy hat on, and I want to know, like, what color should I paint that cowboy hat?
Ooh,
what do you guys think?
So, what setting is he in? Because I'll say this: generally, in the summer, you would wear a straw or a lighter colored hat. In the wintertime, you would go with the felt, generally like a black or a dark brown, something of that nature. So it kind of depends on the season and the temperature.
I'm going to guess, one, he's a robot, so temperature doesn't matter, but I would guess that this is a felt hat, looking at the sculpt and the texture on it.
Is his 6-shooter?
He's got a multitude of guns, including like this little guy down here that is literally like a small Gatling gun. I know it's kind of hard to get the camera to focus, but he does have a Gatling gun pistol. So
I would
there you can see it.
I would go with 2 options. One, oddball and do like a mouse gray.
Okay.
Or a not quite a dark brown, like a medium brown, almost like an earth tone brown, to give it that real kind of back to dirt color.
Him being a robot, are you going with like a traditional like metallic silver color for the robot? Because going with the mouse gray for the hat may make it look similar to the metallic silver.
Well, that's part of where I'm having an issue, because his body is silver with some kind of different brass and bronze pieces, and then I went a little colorful with some of the wiring pieces, just to break that up. And so that's where I've been in debate, because if I go with the gray, that kind of matches the silver that's pretty predominant across the model. But I hate to go with the brown because he's got the big ass leather coat that is very brown. And I also did the base with kind of a nice wood base that also then breaks up into a nice like clockwork gear floor, as if like the floor is falling apart on him.
That was the brown hat. So Generally, I'm not going to say we try and match the hat with what we're wearing, but if we're going to go to a formal occasion, generally we're going to wear a nice either black or dark brown felt hat with some kind of like either a dark black or a dark brown suit coat. Now, if we're out doing things, we're going to have either a black or brown drover, which is what he's wearing. It's not a trench coat. It's called a drover. And the hat's going to essentially kind of match that. So it's either going to be a dark brown or a black if it's in the wintertime, or if it's the summer, it'll be like a felt or be more like a straw hat. So felt hat for him, I'd probably go with the brown to kind of match that coat. That would keep it more accurate.
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of brown, but accuracy wise, I think that's where you'd be.
I mean, this is why I ask opinions, So, okay. I'll play around with that as we continue on with the show. But hey, somebody else at this show was holding a bit of a hand grenade, a giant strawberry. I'm not exactly sure what it was.
Holy hand grenade.
Holy hand grenade of Antioch.
It's actually a dragon egg.
Ah!
And inside of it is a bag.
Oh.
Listen, this is a drug-free location, local geek. Okay.
I have something inside of my dragon egg too, but it's not a bag.
Which this bag contains a set of dice that are not going to show up very well. They have Dragon Eye in the middle of them. These were a Kickstarter I backed a while back. And I've been meaning to bring them on the show and keep forgetting them up in the bedroom and don't want to wake the wife up to go get them. So finally remembered tonight.
Are you a D&D nerd?
Oh, yes.
Huh. My son wants to get into that, and he's been asking where to get in as a newbie into a.
Some of the schools actually have D&D clubs now.
Yeah, I don't know if his does or not. I might have to look, but we've got some of the girls at the salon that are D&D nerds, but
nice.
Their shenanigans involve things that aren't child appropriate. So
yeah. The GM I play with, he tends to tailor games to the players that are playing. So I mean, if you're all adults, typically at the beginning of the first session, he'll ask anybody, is there any types of things that you would be totally opposed to having in the game, like child abuse, things like that could potentially happen. And so he tries to avoid any of those topics that then come up from any of the players. And having a younger audience, he would of course not include any adult type themes.
Yeah, I mean, and mine's pretty good. Most of the time is just, half of them are drunk by the time that it's done. And,
right.
He's only 12, so
Yeah.
He's actually been trying to get off the ground doing a B&B style D&D place. So you pay to spend the weekend there, and he'll create a game that's tailored towards your group, and you basically play D&D all weekend, and it's bed and breakfast style. And
that's pretty cool.
He unfortunately quit his job and started that right before COVID happened.
Oh no.
So it's been a little slow going, and then he had some health issues right after COVID that have slowed him down. So hopefully now he's started to get recovered from all those issues, and hopefully he'll be able to get it off the ground now. But
good for him. So there is a huge nerd fest that is happening out in North Carolina, where they're doing a live action D&D thing.
Cool.
It's not Ren Fair. It's cooler. You can be as involved or as not involved as you want to be. He's got all kinds of vendors. I think the guy is, if you look him up, I think his name is Norse Forge, something like that. But it's really cool. I've been following his stuff for a long time. So he used to do a lot of really, really cool forging videos. The guy's an amazing blacksmith.
But as for getting into it, you kind of just have to Find a group of friends that are willing to play. So that's usually the trick.
My nephew does the dungeon master thing here and there, but most of his friends are just like trying to herd squirrels. So
yeah, it's tricky. Hey, since we're on the topic of D&D and all that, so over Labor Day weekend is always one of my favorite miniature companies' big convention, Reapercon. And even though I don't ever get to go, they're nice enough that they sell their swag bag afterwards. So those of us who can't make it down to Denton, Texas, can get some of these goodies. And so this year, besides the bag, I got, as kind of always, a lovely notebook. So they give a notebook for when you take the classes. It comes with some stickers. The reason I'm careful about showing it is it also comes with a $20 gift card for buying stuff off their site. And I don't really need to give that away free to our listeners. We got some fun things. This is a black tinted gloss paint.
What? Hey, Howie.
Yeah.
What listeners?
Yeah. I know. Listen, don't crush my dreams, man. The Reapercon 2024 swag bag triad, which were all non-metallic metal silvers. So that's kind of cool. This is kind of cool. It's an owl bear pokey tool. So it's hard to see it comes across, but it's their classic pokey tool. This time with a nice pewter owl bear sculpted to the top of it. We also got this year's Reapercon Sophie. Sophie is the mascot of the of Reaper. So she's a succubus. This time, kind of
goddamn succubus.
This time in kind of some cool armor with a kind of a cool staff.
They never have armor. It's more like pasties and a loincloth.
They've done that version. They have done that version. They just now kind of do different things. We have the other classic, which is the Reapercon mouselings. So they're little mouse figures. This time it looks like kind of a pair of adventurers. That's fun.
You started saying pair of. That is not what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah.
Continue.
What else? Oh. There is. Oh, cool. There is a promo miniature from Moonlight Miniatures, which is the company run by Christina Van Patten. She does a lot of the sculpting for Reaper. Looks to be like a little kind of druid character. So that's kind of cool. And then the big thing that I'm really excited for, you saw the black tinted gloss. They released a set of tinted glosses. And what those are for painting fun things like this, the gelatinous cube that you see in there. So I have some colors, and I got a translucent cube to paint with it. So that was the Reapercon swag bag for 2024. You're welcome. Enjoy. Glad I could share.
Yay!
Now to find a dark brown to paint this cowboy hat.
Yay, nerd stuff.
You gotta enjoy some of the nerd stuff.
Hey, that's okay. I don't have any problems with D&D stuff at all. I encourage my son to get into it and do it if that's what he wants to do. I am totally okay with it. Have at it.
Yeah. I mean, there are far worse hobbies you can have than D&D, truthfully.
Yeah.
So,
While we're still sort of on the subject of that sort of thing, I have an update on my maple mead that I have been creating for my friend out in Vermont.
That sounds freaking awesome.
I transferred it today to some growlers to get them off of the yeast that was on them. I stabilized that and moved them off of it. And then I back sweetened it with mead and honey to give it a little bit sweeter mead taste and hopefully bring out some of that maple flavor. Because from what I've read, maple itself, after it ferments out, is very woody flavor. So I wanted to bring that sweetness back into it that you kind of expect from a maple.
Interesting.
So, yeah, that one will be, like I said, I'm waiting until my friend comes back to visit on his annual trip next year. He's hoping to come a little earlier next year, so maybe around June I'll be able to try it, but I do still have to get you guys some of the first batch of mead, so.
Yes, you do.
Hell yeah. Speaking of beer, two things. One, pickle beer, like 4.5. Like, I want to give it a 5. I just don't know if I can. Like it's
What's holding you back?
4.5. Honestly, nothing. Like okay, this is freaking awesome.
I think
Straight
for
5.
me, I'm gonna give
Straight
this a
5,
4
hell yeah.
because I would love to put this into a Bloody Mary.
Oh,
Wow.
that is amazing, Kidder. That is an idea.
Yep, let's do it.
I'll give it a 3.5.
Pour the beer,
What?
vodka, and then the tomato juice, a little of the pepperoncini juice in there, green olive, pepperoncinis, and a pickle. Bam, done.
I
Only 3.5 there, Brewmaster?
He's drunk.
I liked the original one better.
I think I'm in the same kind of vote as the brewmaster there. I think I'm at a 3.5 myself.
Hey, that's fine. You're in the same boat, and that's wrong.
It appears that none of us gave it an actual score on the regular one, so I don't have anything to compare my score with, but I'm pretty sure I gave the first one a very good score as well.
I would give the original one a 2.
I still have the label on my teacup, which is over in the shop, and might still have tea in it from like 3 months ago. So
Nah.
I'm not. I might just have to pull the label off and throw the cup away.
I think I like the just slightly more pickly taste of the original.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's got lots of pickle flavor to it.
And ironically,
was kinda-
I'm not a pickle fan.
It was kind of masked by the spice, but I'm very happy with it. Although, Howie, I am empty, so
So you need me to say the thing?
I think you should say the thing.
I can say the thing, which for anybody who doesn't know the thing, one, shame on you. It means that you clearly need to listen to more of Beer, Blues, and BS. And for those who do know, you know that the thing is to welcome you to everybody's second favorite segment of the show, and that is What's on Tap? Round 2. Drink.
Here it is! So, Kidder, what do you think? Should I do the same one? Should I do the one that you did, or should I crack the same one that you got there?
It's totally up to you. This, I kind of worried about this one because there's hops all over this can.
All right, I'm going to go grab that one.
All right. It's
Well,
in fact 100% aromatic Zateki hops.
We'll both suffer together.
Thanks, man.
So,
It's in
this,
2 languages. It's got 19 IBUs, 5% alcohol by volume on this thing. Over 650 years of cultivation tradition. The experience of local hops and unique microclimate give the aromatic hops an extraordinary character. Experience the fullness of its aroma on Zateki Svetly Lizak, the recipe which is created by Thomas Lajek in Zatek Brewery. Store in a cool place. It tastes best when chilled at a temperature of 4 to 8 degrees Celsius. You, Celsius. How about that? Let's do real temperatures like 28 degrees. How about that? So, you know what? Let me bring this up. You know what? Countries in this globe of ours who have been to the moon in person, allegedly, the ones who use Fahrenheit. That's who.
Allegedly.
I just had to throw that in there. Why? Because Howard loves controversy.
I mean, I enjoy controversy. I applaud you bringing it up, but I have to like deduct like 16,000 points for you having to like drop like 2 F-bombs in that introduction. Less editing, man. Less editing.
That's because you chose IPA Appreciation Month.
That is now like a month in the past, man. Move on.
I can't. It's never going to happen again.
Also 11 months in the future.
I can't. It's still on my taste buds.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to throw it up. Actually, I did when I almost died giving blood. So, no, 40 ounces of freedom was not enough. I still did not throw it all up.
How big of a bottle do I need to make for you when I make an IPA kidder? 32,
half an ounce,
64 ounces.
Hey,
like
you know what? if you give me one of them 40s, I will pour it out for my homies.
I'm thinking something like that big there.
Well,
I can fill a growler for him. That's a half gallon.
oh,
What does that taste?
what the?
It's
what?
woo! It's like root beer in an IPA. What?
What the hell? What the hell did I bring back?
I don't know, but I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm debating if I need to chug this so I can go get one and try it.
You should, because it tastes like chocolate as well.
What?
How is it a pale
flavor?
lager?
All right. Which one is that one?
The
Zateki.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yes. We will commiserate together.
Cerveza for everyone, por favor.
And hey, if you want to see Howard drink one of those, tune in like 3 months from now. I might be there. Maybe.
This episode, Howie, it's all you.
Next episode, maybe. We'll see. I got to get caught up, as I said.
Oofda.
Oh.
That is a weird flavor. I don't even know how to describe this.
Of course, that one was in the back of my fridge.
It's like dried paint, some roasted dark chocolate, burnt coffee, and stale Bud Light.
All the things Kidder loves. And that joke would have been smoother if I hadn't been drinking. But I've been drinking, so.
But have you been drinking or have you been drinking? Because clearly you have not glued your fingers together yet.
Well, that's because I'm not playing with glue. I'm painting robot guy, who's coming along very nicely. I'm really happy with him so
He's
far.
sniffing fumes.
There's no fumes with this paint. Stop spreading those vile lies, man. If I was maybe doing oil-based paints, sure, but this is simple acrylics.
There's fumes with every paint, Howie. You just have to accept that.
No, I don't. I don't have to accept anything. Question everything. Don't be a sheep.
That's why that wouldn't be why you're slurring your words at all.
That's because I'm drinking. Yes.
You've had
I would
half a
also
beer,
say
Howie.
that if there aren't any fumes, you're not sniffing hard enough. So you should sniff them harder.
No.
Why not?
I'm
Maybe
more-
it smells like what what color are you using? Brown? Maybe it smells like chocolate.
I've been using a whole variety of colors. I'm actually about to put a nice dark sepia wash down
Ooh,
so that I can shade that cowboy hat.
That's one of the colors that was included in the Crayola 64 pack, but not the 24 pack.
I'm glad you chose the color of brown to represent chocolate and not what my son would have chosen.
So what do you think there, Brewmaster?
It's weird.
I'm gonna go like was I right in the flavor profile? Like it's like burnt coffee, dark chocolate, stale Bud Light, but it's good at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad beer. It's definitely not my favorite, but it's not a bad beer. Like I'd probably give it a 2.5, so kind of right in the middle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that like same. That 2.5, I think. Yeah. Hitter, what do you got for a rating on the stuff?
I'd go a 0.5, but with the fact that you brought it back, refrigerated it, kept it cold the entire way for its integrity, I'm going to give it a 0.8.
I smuggled this out of the state of Illinois just for you, Kidder.
It's just I don't even know what to think because every time I drink, it's a different flavor. How does that work?
By the way, JS, that other one that I texted you about a couple weeks ago, it looks like Total Wine carries it. So I mean, any big city that you go to is probably going to have it if you go on any more trips.
We're going to Florida in 2 weeks, so and we're driving to that one. So, all right, I'll see what I can find.
I hope you can find it because I really enjoyed it when I had it.
Yeah, I will definitely look because I was quite excited about that. So this stuff, there was a local bottle shop that was about 3 blocks away from our Airbnb when we were staying in Schaumburg. Actually, it was Elk Grove Village in Illinois where we were staying for the All-American Groom Expo. And I walked in there, and it was a little Indian guy. It was super friendly. And I'm searching through the shelves and through the coolers, trying to find something good. And, it's like the normal stuff: the Bud Lights, the Coors Lights, the Millers, the Lineys. Your local. There was an odd brand here and there. And then I get over to like the cooler where there's like 40s on this side and like a whole case of white or a whole display of White Claw on this side, and then in the middle are these precious gems. They don't come in 6-packs, they come in 4-packs. They're shrink wrapped together. There's no labeling on the outside of them at all.
You didn't tell me that part. Man, it's like you're in a shop, you lure you in for the beer, and then suddenly does this smell like chloroform to you? And then you're missing a kidney.
And the first one that Kidder had, and probably the next one we'll have on the show, we're all right next to each other in the coolers. And so I picked one in English. I picked one that was weird, and then there's one that doesn't have any English on it at all. I have no idea what that one is.
It finally hit me what the flavor profile that I'm missing off of this one is. It's unfermented wort is what it tastes like to me. Like if you've had like Malta Goya, it tastes kind of like that.
Is that like toe fungus or?
No, it's just. I mean, it's basically like a sweet beer.
Okay.
Like
Howard's like.
He said unfermented. unfermented wort. I thought the same thing, Kidder.
Okay. Thank you.
Wort is what you have before you ferment the beer. So
I put a lot of things in my mouth, but wort is not one of them. So
I always taste my wort before I ferment it. So.
I mean, as any good
Mark the time,
should.
Howard. Clip that for the thing. Do that.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Just that. Only that part.
As any good brewmaster should, you should always taste the wort.
I am disappointed in myself on that mead that I moved over today. I forgot to take a gravity reading before I back sweetened it. So I don't know what my alcohol percent came out to, but I'm assuming it's in the 8% range.
You son of a... Was that Jimi Hendrix? Who is that?
Dying. Who was that?
No, Jimi Hendrix lives at your house, JS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Nobody in my garage. I can guarantee you that.
Howard.
It's probably Johnny Cash.
Oh, so JS has Jimi Hendrix and you have Johnny Cash in your basement, local geek? What is this?
I guess.
Apparently.
Oh, off topic, but have you guys seen the new TikTok rabbit hole about how Bob Joyce is actually Elvis Presley? No, I'm the only one.
Yeah,
Who?
you're the only one using that Chinese spy app. I mean, that's.
I use it. I was going to say for a productive reason, just when I do my videos and how to teach people how to use their own equipment. However, I get sucked into rabbit holes, and you should really look it up because it's super cool. There's this preacher down in like Georgia, down south, Alabama, somewhere in there.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah, his name is Bob Joyce, and apparently, at one point in time, Elvis had signed a poster for somebody in the name of Bob Joyce. On top of that, this guy refuses to take a DNA test. He says he's writing a book that will explain everything, but he won't tell anybody about the book. He's got a bunch of the mannerisms, a bunch of similarities to Elvis. His sons are both Elvis impersonators. There's a lot of things lining up that this guy could be Elvis, and it's kind of exciting.
On a different topic, not that this is a great follow up to that because
this is breaking news. We could have found Elvis.
Put this as a clip. Make this go viral. JS Gunslinger is on the case. In fact, I just heard that he's going to take the Warmobile and go down there and crack the case in person, give us live updates because we are going to be on top of who the is Elvis.
And next week he's going to reveal who Tupac is.
I will be driving through that state. You know what? I just might go find that church.
Howard, why are you not on board with this? We're going to get people to actually watch the show.
Because
we're going to get boots on the ground. We are going to break this case wide open. This is going to be breaking news. We are going to take over the airwaves. The hell with the major news networks.
Do it live.
We're in.
Yep.
I'm not drunk enough for this. Mostly because what you're suggesting is more editing for me and more work. And
no, we're doing it live, so it's fine. It's totally fine. Everything is fine.
100% live.
There's also a guy out there who bought one of Elvis's old jets and turned it into an RV, and he's driving it across the country.
That is cool.
It actually is pretty cool.
And on this strange conspiracy beer-induced theory.
Nope, Howie. Nope, we're not there yet. We got more.
No, we're there. The timer has gone.
What do you got? You got more stuff?
It is.
I always have stuff to talk about. Drowning Pool just released a new song. It's good. It's good.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
It wasn't me.
Howie? But,
Nope. Nope. And all I'm going to say is on this weird sound mystery, Kidder! We've been talking for quite a while. It's time we wrap this show up with some cheap plugs.
BeerBluesBS.com is our website. Again, BeerBluesBS.com. Please visit. Please join us. We're also on Streamlabs, where you can subscribe for as little as $1 a month. Help us keep the show on the air. Streamlabs.com/BeerBluesBS. Streamlabs.com/BeerBluesBS. Also, we're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. Please like us. Search us again, Beer Blues BS or Beer Blues and BS. One beer, lots of blues, and a whole lot of BS. That's the way to look at the show. Please share. Please like. Subscribe. We would love to have you part of the Triple B family from this point forward. And of course, we want to take us with you. Like JS goes across the country. Sometimes he's driving, sometimes he's flying. You can listen to all the shows and you can watch all the shows. We're on YouTube for the video version, but we're also on YouTube podcasts for the audio version, plus iHeartRadio, Pandora. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Amazon Podcasts. We're on all the podcasts, plus Stitcher, TuneIn, IMDb, Player FM, Podbean, and more. If you have an audio service or a video service, because I'm sure somebody's ripping off our videos from YouTube, search for Beer, Blues, and BS. I'm sure the rip-offs are actually getting views, too. That's the stupid thing. BeerBluesBS.com for the information and help us get to the places. Do we want to do final thoughts for this first half?
Nah.
Okay, then we're skipping it. So, yeah, final thoughts. Howard.
Hey, Howie, did you know that I got stickers?
Like JS Gunslinger stickers?
I am working on some, actually.
James is going to go on his own spin-off podcast.
The difference is that people will actually watch his show.
My wife got me some stickers, and they're cool. They're Sasquatch. There's a whole bunch of them because Sasquatch is real. Damn it!
Yeti!
World champion hide and seek. Like, you know. Apparently he can dance.
Howard, the computer's... Yeah, that's where the computer is.
No, I was looking to see if I had a Yeti miniature sitting over to my right, but I don't.
Mm.
Do you have them for sale, or are they just for your own personal collection?
She got me a bunch of them off the other Chinese app. Ooh, Bigfoot and tacos. Look at that one.
It's all to put on his van.
They are actually for the van and for my toolbox. So
yeah.
And there's also like tactical bears and tactical raccoons because, you know, why not?
I don't know that those are tactical enough. They're not wearing a tactic kilt.
Burn.
Okay, hold on. There's like 100 of these.
Holy
Who the hell? That didn't sound like Johnny Cash. Who the hell was that?
That one was Kidder.
I said holy shit! Like you got 82 billion freaking stickers there.
This one's got a sword. This one's got a machine gun. That one's got a European longsword. Ooh, this one's got a big machine gun. I don't see any of them wearing a kilt though. She got me a lot of stickers.
Yeah. Anyway, Kidder, you gonna do final thoughts?
What else do I got here, Howie?
He's still on his final thought. This is one thought, okay?
Sorry, I'm not used to a non-super philosophical, clearly better than everybody else's final thought from Jay.
Oh, this isn't final thoughts. I'm just dragging this episode out.
See, that's what I thought he was doing. He's just stalling.
Hey, Howie, don't be an ass squatch.
Look at that. Local Geeks got a Mark Kidder sticker. This is unbelievable. Thanks, local geek.
Hey, you know what? If this goes any longer, you're all going to have to come over and babysit my kids.
I got my own kid.
Nose goes.
So we better wrap this up because
I also want to mention that I tried to ask Google Gemini to create an image of JS Gunslinger, and it said, image generation of people is coming soon to Gemini Advanced. So not yet.
And you'll probably have to pay for it if it's a Gemini Advanced, I would guess.
Howie, you're gonna have to try your AI setup and see what yours gives you.
I just wanted a sticker for JS Gunslinger in the Triple B, because maybe using him we can make some money.
My wife did actually make some stickers for her grooming expos that have her savings code on them for our website, but I sadly do not have one of them. They're all in my on my kilt, so. I mean,
yeah. The question is he going to censor that or not?
I mean, it's no fun to call it a Sparan. It's way more fun to call it a pouch.
Your flapper.
Yeah,
it's good to wear it on the front, not the back.
Did you know it's raining out?
Yeah. And it's on the KRDN Eyewitness Weather Now live stream. Got the current radar and weather conditions for like the temperature, the dew point, humidity, precip rate, the pressure, the wind, and the forecast for the area. Yes. Let it rain. I mowed the grass, as I mentioned last week. Okay. I think Howard is creating a JS Gunslinger image. Well, Local Geek may be doing that as well. He looks into it. So, who wants some final thoughts?
I expect a kilt.
Both of them with the pondering look. Look at that. That was almost both with the left hand up there and the chin grab momentarily.
Bonus points if it's camouflaged or has the law enforcement target.
Yeah. I'll show you what I had after the show.
I'm trying to get my ad blocker to actually let me see what's being generated.
Oh boy!
Typical, like you have ad blockers. I just let that roll.
No wonder China loves you.
So anyway,
click down.
Let's get through final thoughts.
I'll wait on your thought.
Oh, mine's pretty simple, Kidder.
Come on, Howie.
I learned this week that the Howard sports curse does not just apply to hockey. Kidder, I've been watching some football, and not this Thursday, but last Thursday, my Miami Dolphins played on the Thursday night game. And I'm like, I'm gonna check them out. Yeah, we lost like 31-7, and our QB went out with a concussion. First time I've watched a Miami Dolphins football game in like 12 years. So, curse is good and strong. Good to know that it also affects football. There you go.
Laces out, Dan.
Yeah, laces out. Local Geek, what do you have? Oh, an image.
Yes, I did share an image of what JS Gunslinger, what I got from being AI. I'm curious to see how it correlates to JS or Howard's.
I was going to say mine for behind the curtain, but you know,
it's making me click on a whole bunch of things. That is not a kilt. Oh, is that a bastardization of a Ruger Blackhawk? Oh, how dare they!
Mm-hmm. Well, in the second one, you aren't your skin color anymore.
Oh, cool!
Or
That
I guess
one's
that's
better.
the third one.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I can't tell if the second one's got better guns. Okay, the third one's got a decent gun in it. That's
Mhm.
not bad.
Okay.
Okay.
But before you do this to us, let's do this
What?
professionally.
But
Okay.
he's not wearing a kilt.
Let's actually share the damn
there's a kilt.
screen.
I'm recording it, Howard. You got it.
okay.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
I love it.
I mean, there's a beard, and JS has been growing a beard for 2 years, so none of these clearly have a beard.
Yes.
Whoa.
I
The
love it.
second picture, the actual wheel on the gun is backwards and like sideways. It doesn't. That's bizarre. But
That's just the hinge, you know.
right.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I need to put that in it. That needs to be my sticker.
Yeah. Save those.
Ah. All right.
Howard's gonna do some editing.
Wait till you see what I got.
Okay.
Oh,
what do you got?
I need to.
I told you mine's in behind the curtain. People got to
Oh.
stick around for the end of the show.
I need to figure out
There-
how to
there's a
save
tease.
these.
They're pretty easy. You just hit download.
You know what? Shut your whore mouth.
All right. Won't help you again.
Turn
and your-
it off and
you
then
and your-
turn it back on.
You and your tech savvy stuff.
Love it.
I wasn't
Okay.
able to trick it into making a middle finger gesture. So
Yeah, their whole like gotta only have appropriate things, can't let it do like inappropriate. Howard's ready. Oh, there you go. What
I
is
don't know if he's
the-
smoking a cinnamon stick or what in that first one.
Yeah. What is up with that?
All I've got is Derek's. I don't know.
those are even worse.
What? Is there
the
more of
last
them?
round looks like he's oh well, and Howard left
Okay,
the meeting. Okay.
Apparently how he got mad at us. I don't know.
Unless his computer blew up. So the last one that local geek sent, that one looks like there's some other stuff happening there. So
It wouldn't let me see that one. I don't know. I can't see the chat anymore. I don't know where it went.
well,
There it is.
before you leave the meeting, check it out.
There it is.
And I suppose on that note,
Yes. Okay. That one is cool.
Which one?
That's a Clint Eastwood lookalike holding the handgun and the beer at the same time. I love it. And then there's the Punisher. The Punisher one in the kilt's not bad, although the hand grip would be really weird to hold on to, and my finger is sticking through the handgun.
yeah, makes perfect sense, right?
Oh, I love it.
And on that note, the final thoughts are in. And you got to go visit us at the standard places, beerbluesbs.com, streamlabs.com/beerbluesbs, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, IMDb, Player FM, YouTube Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all of the places. Search for Beer, Blues, and BS. Please like, share, subscribe, all of the above. If you have any of the services, any of the accounts on any of the places I've mentioned, join us there and at least just click the subscribe button and share.
You know what, Kidder?
Yeah.
I do have some actual final thoughts for you.
Okay.
Teach your daughters how to be independent. Teach your daughters how to change their oil. Teach your daughters how to change a tire. Teach them how to be independent. Teach them how to think for themselves. Teach them how to be that person that everyone around them looks up to. Because if they're the one that everyone looks up to, they're much less likely to have you burying a body in the woods at 3 o'clock in the morning.
And we can neither confirm nor deny that any of that has ever happened.
I was going to say, is JS trying to tell us that he recently had to bury a body?
Mine's only 6. Her boyfriend already moved away to Washington. We were really sad about that one because we loved that family, and it was the cutest thing in the world. It really was. They were our neighbors. Had they stayed here, those two would have gotten married. Absolutely, hands down. However, they moved to Washington, so we're quite sad about it. But I have not had to bury anybody.
That's good.
I did have to teach her how to do the ground and pound. We were having a little issue with the boy at school, but apparently now they're best friends. So whatever. All right, sorry, Kidder. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're fine. I'd also like to say that there's still a chance because maybe the family will realize that Washington isn't as cool as what it seems to be, and they'll come back.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It is a possibility.
You're saying there's a chance.
Hey, you know what, Kidder? There's a shoot tomorrow. You should come. I know you're not working.
On Sunday.
You should come tomorrow.
On Sunday?
We always have them on Sundays.
I work Sunday.
You don't work Sunday.
I do.
No, you don't. Otherwise, you would work tomorrow. Yeah, but it doesn't start till noon, so you can do your overtime later.
No.
Noon to 4.
The whole thing is overtime. The whole day.
Noon to 4, you can do it. Derek, you're welcome too.
I wish I got overtime.
Bring a handgun, 100 rounds of ammo. You got this.
What's the local geek final thoughts?
I didn't have any other than the JS images I created. It was fun to build onto it. I really wish it would have let me put a JS making the middle finger gesture, but
ooh, that might have been a good one.
I couldn't trick it into doing that.
I downloaded all the images, so I'm gonna have to show them to my wife.
There's Photoshop. Yeah.
You better.
All right.
You better,
now that we've
finish your outro, Kidder.
We've round robin. Howard's already left. It's time to go to bed. I am still the man, the myth, legend, Mark Kidder. Thanks for joining us for this and every episode of Beer, Blues, and BS. Like, share, subscribe, follow. Appreciate it. There's free beer tomorrow. Keep your glass at least half full, and we will catch you on down the better than this tasting Tuscan Highway. Have a good one, and we'll see you on the next episode of Beer, Blues, and BS.
Yay!
You have been listening to a UA production of Beer, Blues, and BS. If you enjoyed the show, help others find out about it by rating the show or leaving a review at your podcast listening service of choice. Thanks for listening, and may your glass never be empty. UA Productions presents A Glimpse Behind the Curtain.
Hello, Howard. Hello, Kidder. This is the inaugural from Germany. What's on tap in that cincha? Do these every now and again because I could never let down the Finn Balor or JD McDonough of internet podcasting. This first one, I am not even going to pretend to know how to translate this. The font Google Translate app is having trouble with it, but here's what it says on the back, and I already took a screenshot of the translation. Talks about how it's made and whatnot. So Howard, I'll send that to you. But here's what we're looking at down there: 5.1%. And mosquito's trying to eat me alive here. Smells good. Smells like a nail. I took a smell before I started recording. It smells like a nail. I was having a hard time coming up with a word for or trying to think of how to describe the aftertaste, but after several minutes and several takes of this, it's got kind of like a chocolatey aftertaste, which is kind of confusing for me for a beer. Not offensive, but yeah, it's pretty good. So Bamberg's Spezialität, whatever the hell the rest of this says. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this a 3.5 out of 5. I would probably give it a 4 if it weren't for the chocolatiness. Again, not offensive, just kind of confusing for me. So, yeah. Miss you guys. Hope you're well. And yeah, I'm going to do a few more of these in the coming weeks. So, take it easy.